Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello, everyone.
Hello there. Hello to our ABC, attentive, brilliant, the commendable grade 5 pupils. Welcome to our quarter 2, week 1 session. Oh, what a great day to have you again in our ETUlay online tutorial. Also, we would like to greet the parents and guardians who are tuned in together with their school children in our live session today. Good afternoon to all of you po.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Tutor Jody.
Hi, Tutor Emmy. Yes, nice to see you again on our dear tutories. So, good afternoon. We have so many comments today from Azina Chris. Famisan, good afternoon po. Watching from CMIS Atlag Elementary School, City of Malolos, Bulacan, grade 5 MFC Mangalang. Yes, and there you go. You have Martin Angel Dave Nagong Preza. Hello sa inyo. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Now, before we continue, please watch this.
All right, so thank you.
All right.
So English 5 today, we are live and there's so many viewers out there who are watching with us. Once again, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. I am Tutor Joni.
And I am Tutor Emmy.
Yes,
Hello.
Good afternoon to Felicity Lorraine. Good afternoon, watching from Malolos Integrated School, Atlag Region 3. Shaimazen Gablines. Hello, good afternoon. Azina Chris Pamisan. Nika Solon. Hi, hello.
Oh.
Maria Janiel Estala. Yes, and with so much hearts and stars from Martin. Hey, Paula Valerio. Yes, and Sam Divina Felicity Lorraine. There you go. Hello sa inyo. And good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. All right.
So this is our first learning competency for this quarter 2. Composing clear and coherent sentences using the different aspects of verbs. All right. So, Tutor Emmy, what are they going to prepare?
Yes, Tutor Johnny and I are excited to be with you today since we will be having another interesting lesson as we make a kickstart this week 1 of the second quarter. So our topic is, of course, taken from our competencies. Okay. First competency we have there, composing clear and coherent sentences using the different aspects of verbs.
Yes po. So we are all excited. So we are in the first week of quarter 2.
Yes. Now, before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the Bureau of Learning Resources, DepEd Central Office, for providing us the lessons to be utilized here in ETUlay.
Yes, thank you po. And now, are you ready? So get your pen, There you go. Get your pen, your notebook, and your English 5 module because Tutor Emmy and I will be your guide in learning this week's lesson. Let's go, my dear pupils. Ready na ba? Of course. So let's
Ready
begin.
na.
Yes, Tutor Emmy, ready ka na ba?
Yes, ready na.
Yes, ready yan si Tutor Emmy. Laging handa.
Parang Girl Scout din, Tutor Johnny, di ba?
Yes.
Okay, now let's have a review on last week's lesson.
Oh, sabi pala ni Raishan, ready na po kami. Clean Jen Lumbag, hello.
Yes, we are all
Rosel,
ready.
ready. Enrico
That's
Dalupan,
good.
I am ready. Oh, but tonight, it's afternoon. Maria Janel, Azina, Maria Janel Tala, yes po. David, Axel Balansin, hello sa inyo. Yes,
Hi,
good
hi.
morning.
All right, so let's have a review. So, our learning competency last time was composing clear and coherent sentences using coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Do you still remember? Yes?
Yes.
Do you still remember? May I see if you still remember? Meron ba?
Nagtatay pa po siguro. Tutor Emmy, this time, okay, yes, from Martin.
Wow, yes. Thank you,
Ready na po
Martin.
kami from Clea Jean Lumbag.
All right.
Yes.
So let's
Yes,
have
tutors.
let's have our review now. So we have coordinating conjunctions, which are the for and nor, but, or, yet, and so combined two independent clauses using a comma. And for us to remember that one, of course, we have the fun boys, right? It's easy for it's easy for us to remember with that fun boys there. So subordinating conjunctions such as after, before, once, although, as if, as, because. Yeah. Now let's try to have this one for us to know if we could remember what we have learned last week. And let's try to reinforce everything that you have learned, and let's follow the instruction is written there. Please read, Tutor Johnny.
The connect. Yan ba yan? Connect
Yeah.
the two sentences in each item using a conjunction. Then tell whether if it is a coordinating conjunction or a subordinating conjunction.
All right, so let's start with number 1. Are you ready? Wow, they already have answered there, Tutor Johnny. They're very fast.
Wow.
Okay, let's try with number 1.
Yes.
They already answered but. Let's try to check. Okay, so we have there the chair is broken, so we tried to fix it. Okay, what kind of conjunction is that? I see.
Yes,
What
you
kind of
can have your
conjunction?
answers. Most of them answered but, Tutor Emmy.
Yeah, but it should be so.
Yes. Why? Yes, because
it actually tells you what to do because of what has happened with the chair, and then so you try to, of course, fix it. You have to do something about it. All right, so it's not it's not actually contrasting. When you use but, it should be contrasting. So what kind of conjunction? Can we have it there in the chat box? That is subordinating conjunction. Yeah. Now let's go to number 2. Ready? What do you think? I already have pressed the answer. If you are attentive, you could have seen it. That is, I'm calling you. I need to talk to you about the trip. Okay, the answer is because. And what kind of conjunction? It is
Yes, they have answered because
Very
Martin,
good.
Angel, Shaima, and John Paulo. Okay, we
Yes,
have
and
an answer here.
Enrico said it's
Coordinating conjunction by Enrico
very,
de Lupa.
very
That?
good.
Wow.
Now let's go
Very
to
good.
number three. You can return the dress, then it doesn't fit you well. So what do you think would be the correct conjunction to connect the sentences, the two sentences?
What
Mhm.
will be the conjunction?
For number three, let's try to check. Somebody
We
already
have answers
answered.
here from Azina Chris, Famisan Yet, and Rosel. The answer is
Okay, we have answers there. The if answers from Maria Jenny Yell, also from Shaima Sen. Okay, and it
yes.
is,
If, wow, they got
Mm,
answers
and that
if.
is,
Gio Domingo is if. Nika Solon, if. And Maria Janiel, yes, that's correct.
and that is subordinating conjunction. Let's go to number four. This is just a review, okay? So Glenn has a lot of friends. He is kind and outgoing. What do you think is the conjunction? For number four. So somebody answered
Hey,
because.
Martin has
Mhm.
because here. Answer. Maria, Janiel, Estala, because. They have answers already. Tutor
Okay, the
Emmy.
correct answer is four. Now, for and because are can be used in the same way. So for
Tama,
because.
yeah.
Yes. And what about the conjunction, the type of conjunction? What is it?
Conjunction.
Come
Yes, the
on.
type. Is it subordinating or coordinating?
Tutor Johnny, somebody answered for number five already. Jan Paulo Latas.
Yes, ang galing.
Okay, so let's
But
just proceed.
yes.
Very good, Rosel. It's coordinating. Okay, and number five, somebody answered already. So let's try to have the answer here.
Yes, we
It's
have John
both.
Paulo, Shaimazen.
And that
Yes, they
is,
answered.
wow, Liam
But
said coordinating. Very good. Yes.
don't worry if you still have uh, a not perfect score, but still a review, and you can study more about this, okay?
Mhm.
Because we are here to guide you. You have Tutor Emmy and Tutor Joni.
So they could master this one as they go along. All right. So let's have our objectives for today. Okay, let me read the first one. Chodor Joni, identify verbs in sentences. What about number two?
Number two, identify the different aspects of verbs and their different forms.
And number three, supply the correct verb to complete sentences.
Four, compose clear and coherent sentences using the aspects of verbs.
All
There you
right.
go.
Yes. So let's try to have the first activity. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes, ready, ready. Oh, they have sent their correct answers, their scores.
That's
3 I'm
2/5.
with 3/5. Okay, four,
Felicity got.
Felicity. 4/5.
Wow,
Wow.
Neka got 5/5. It's perfect. Very good. All right, now let's go to our activity, the first activity for this lesson. So what you're going to do is identify the verbs in each sentence. Let's have this one. Pick the verb in each sentence. So let's have number one. Let me see in our chat box. What is the verb there in our first sentence? Tutor Joni, do we have answers
Yes.
already?
Jim and Susan go to school together. So what's your answer? Yes,
Oh,
pick the
Roselle
verb. Yes, and number
says
one
it's.
is not yet. There's
Roselle
your
says
answer.
it's
Yes,
go.
you have Roselle.
Very good.
Go. Yes, that's correct.
What about
Number
number
two.
two?
Tanya's performance today is superb. So get the main verb here. So what is it? Number 2 is, yeah, let's have
Number
the
2 is,
answer.
what's the verb for number 2? Mhm.
Yeah, some other answers
Yes,
superb, and you
Martine.
have is.
Very good,
Okay.
Martine. Okay, let's have number 3. My baby sister will be celebrating her first birthday next week. Where is the verb?
Okay, find a verb. Yes, the answer is. Oh, you
For
have
number 3.
verbs here. Yes. What's the answer,
Okay, the
Chidremi?
answer. Yes, we'll be celebrating. And then let's go to number 4. In number 4, we have 2 verbs there. Can you find it? Come on.
Yes. So let's reveal the answer, Chidremi.
Number
Number
4.
4 answer, yes, they will send their answers later on. So number
Okay.
4, you have had eaten and then started. You
Started.
have 2. And then number 5, we have Bam Bam and Boy Boy had been talking over the phone for 3 hours when the power went out. So
We-
had been talking and then went out.
Okay,
Okay.
so these
Thank
are
you
the
for
verbs
answering.
there. Now let's continue. Let's have another activity. Yes. Now this time, you are to analyze the statements A to D in the box and answer the question. So we have there the sentences are Marcelo sings beautifully. Letter B, Alita lives in a scrapyard. Letter C, Ricky Cinco composes melodious songs. And letter D, Donna is writing a letter. Now let's have the first question. In what way are the sentences above similar? Okay, in what way are the sentences beside similar?
So A, they all use a single verb. B, they
Mhm.
are written in the simple present tense. C, they express an action which happened in the past. And D, they express an action or condition at the present time. So choose your answer.
Is it
Okay.
A,
What's
B?
the answer?
Wow, we already have
Letter?
answer.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. All right, let's go to
Very
number 2.
good.
Question, which sentence in the box is different from the rest?
A, sentence A, sentence B, sentence C, or sentence D. Type your answers. Yes, and the correct answer, Jeremy?
And the correct answer is yes, sentence D. Now let's have the third question. Based on the answer in number 2, why is this sentence different? A, yes, Dr. Johnny?
It is written in the present progressive form, and B, it uses a different verb form. C, it expresses a continuing action. Or D, all of the above. Choose your answer now.
It's
Wow.
all of the above. So sentence D is
Yeah.
different from the rest, although all the sentences express ideas about the present time. Sentence D describes the action that happens at the present time in a much different way. It describes actually a continuous or ongoing action, while the other 3 only describe a present action without considering whether it is continuous or completed. So the emphasis on how the action happens with respect to its being continuous or completed brings you to the lesson today on the aspects of verbs. All right?
Yes, that's right.
So let's start the discussion now. So what are verbs? So verbs do not just express an action or state a being. So when they express an action, verbs often show a physical manifestation of the action, which you can often see or witness like eat, jump, or shout. Now, when verbs express a state of being, you will notice that the verbs are in the form of is, are, was, were, and these do not directly show a physical action, but describes a state of being or condition. Now, what about the other one? Let's have the other one. Another description of verbs. Verbs also carry the idea as to when the actions expressed by the verbs take place and how they take place. So we talk about this. The when relates to verb tenses. Are you familiar with the tenses of verbs?
Yes.
Okay, such as those in the, what are the tenses? Present, past, and
Future
future
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yes. While the how refers to verb aspects that emphasize how the action, event, or state denoted by a verb takes place or extends over time. Okay, now remember, the tenses of the verb indicates the time of action. So the condition of a situation or state of being. The form of the verb indicates again present, past, futures. Remember that one. And then when we talk about verb aspects, verb aspects. So we refer to the flow of time. Flow. It gives us additional information about a verb by telling us whether the action or condition takes place in a single block of time, is completed, or occurs continuously. Let's talk about it more. Okay, let's have this one. Now remember, there are actions that happen at definite time, right? Those are the past, the present, the past, and the future. So let's have examples here for you to be able to see it vividly. Okay, we have here, please read it. Tutor Joni.
Jonas eats the apple.
Second,
Jonas ate the apple.
and the third.
Jonas will eat the apple.
So this is what we call definite time. When you talk about the first sentence, we have there Jonas eats the apple. So the action happens at the moment, right now. This when the speaker uttered the statement. And we talk about Jonas ate the apple. It shows that the action is already finished. Ate. And then with the third one, which is Jonas will eat the apple, the action will be done sometime in the future, maybe later or tomorrow or maybe the next day or maybe the next week. All right?
Yes.
Understood? Yes, okay po. Tutor, very good.
Understood.
Now moving forward, but you have to remember.
Yes, they said okay po, Rian san.
Mhm.
Yes. Shaima, opo. Okay, so let's
But no,
proceed.
but not all actions or conditions or state of being happen in a definite time. There are actions or conditions, or let's say, or state of being that are continuous. They continue. And there are also those, okay, they continue. And there are also those which had already happened. Okay, happened before another action, condition, or state of being also took place. So there is an action before another action. These definite and continuous actions that you encounter now are examples of verb aspects. All right? Verb aspects. These are
Verb
the verb
aspect.
aspects. And there are 4. With tenses, we have 3, but verb aspects, we have 4. Let's try to have this one. There are 4 verb aspects. And what do you mean by verb aspects? Tutor Joni, please.
Verb aspects, so there are four. We have,
They refer to, again,
they refer to the flow of time. It gives additional information about a verb by telling us whether the action or condition takes place in a single block of time, is completed, or occurs continuously.
all right,
Remember,
thank you. Now let's start with the first type. We have the simple.
simple.
Mhm. And under simple, we have simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Now, what about the second, Tutor Joni?
We have progressive. So you also have present progressive, past progressive, and future progressive.
And then the third type is perfect. We also have present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. And the last one,
Yes,
please, Tutor
that's
Joni.
right. The last one is perfect progressive. Okay? So you have present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive, and the future perfect progressive.
Okay, now if you try to notice there, the perfect progressive is actually a combination of the meaning of the perfect and progressive aspect.
Yes, yes
Okay,
po.
let's try to discuss this one deeper. So let's go to the aspects of verbs. So we have this one when we talk about a simple aspect. We're talking about the verbs which is used to express events that are deemed as complete wholes and confined to a single block of time. So let's try to have this one. So we have the simple present, simple past, and simple future. We have the time flow there. When we talk about simple present, we're talking about what is that, Tutor Joni?
It happens, or the
Okay.
action at the present time, such as
Mhm.
repeated or habitual actions, timeless truth, current events, or present speech acts. So, for example, I eat fruits every day.
Yes. In a simple past, it is a completed action in the past. For example, I ate fruits 3 hours ago.
Yes. And for our future, the action which will be completed at any time later than now. So not now, later. Example, I will eat fruits again tonight. That will
Mhm.
happen later.
Now let's go to the second type. We have the perfect aspect. So indicates that actions or events which started at an earlier time are still connected to the later time. We call
Yes.
that one perfect or perfect aspect. So let's try to have the present perfect.
A completed action that is still relevant to the present. Okay, still present but still continuing action. So you
Mm-hmm.
have plus past participle. So that's the form you have to remember. And then
Mm-hmm.
example is I have seen several episodes of my favorite anime.
Okay, and with the past perfect, a completed past action that took place before another past action. So we use the form had plus past participle form of verb. For example, I had eaten breakfast before, so I had eaten breakfast before I left for work. Okay, now
Yes.
let's have the
And
third.
our future perfect, you have the action that will have been completed at some point in the future. Okay, so it
Mhm.
might be complicated, but just follow this form. Will have plus past participle. So you will have an example. You can say we will have eaten, we will
Mm.
have eaten the cake by the time dad arrives from the office.
Mhm. All right, so
Yes.
let's continue. Let's have the next type, which is progressive aspect. When we talk about progressive aspect, this describes an ongoing action or event that has a duration. So we have the
Yes, ongoing.
present progressive.
So, an action that is continuous and still happening at the present moment. So, you are still
Mhm.
doing right now.
Mhm.
So, the form is be. It's a present tense plus ing form of the main verb. So, for example, you will have many drug companies are working round the clock to find a cure for COVID-19. So, your be verb there is or are. You have the are because you have companies. And then
It's
ing
plural.
form for the main verb, which is work. So you will have working.
Okay, yes. And the
Yes,
past
follow?
progress.
That's good.
Yes, very good. The past progressive, an ongoing activity in the past. So we have the form be, which is in the past tense, plus ing form of the main verbs. Example, John was tending his garden when his cell phone rang. So we have there the was as the be form because it's it's past tense, so it's was, and then the tend with ing, so it's tending, right? So in the past progressive tense, the main verb is paired with the past tense of the verb to be, so was or were, to show that the action occurred continually in the past. All right,
That's
so what about
right. Okay, just
future
follow.
progressive?
And you have future progressive and ongoing action that will occur in the future. So still progressive but future. Okay, so
Mhm.
will be plus ing form of the main verb. For example, many Christians will be celebrating Christmas away from their relatives because of this pandemic. That's right. Yes, but we are returning to normal now, so probably we can celebrate with our relatives. However, we have to follow the health protocols
Yeah, still.
strictly. Yes.
Still, yes. All right, now let's have the last one, which is the combination of perfect and progressive, and that is perfect progressive aspect. So it describes an action that is related to a prior event that is in the progress over a particular period of time. So let's have the
Yeah,
first
so
one.
present, perfect, progressive, a continuous action that began in the past and continues in the present. Form has or have been plus ing form of the verb. You can say, my mother has been tending the garden all morning.
And with the past.
Has has been plus
Mhm.
ing.
Yes. And then with the past perfect progressive, we had an ongoing action in the past had ended before another past action or event. So our form is had been plus ing form of the main verb. So use had been combined with the present participle form of the verb. So we have there Jonas had been baking a
Yes, that's
cake
right.
when Alicia arrived.
Yes, correct. Tutor Emmy. Now let's have future perfect progressive. An ongoing action in the present and will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. So form will have been plus ing form of the main verb. So the generator will have been running for 24 hours by the time the sun rises on the horizon.
All right. Now let me try to see thumbs up if you were able to if you were able to understand all the discussion. Can I
Yes.
see? Opo, Chotor. Yes, very good. Very good.
So
Now
they can
let's.
just write to their Emmy, they can just write in a piece of
Mm-hmm,
paper and they can answer so that we
mm-hmm.
can reveal the answers right away.
True. All right. So let's have this one. Let's try to apply what we have learned in this lesson. So let's try to have the activity number 3. So what you're going to do, so you try to get your notebook or your paper and pen and write your answers on your paper. So let's try to have the instruction. Choose the correct verb aspect that completes each sentence below. Write your answers in a notebook or answer sheet. Are you ready?
Yes. Ready. So I will read 1 to 5 and just send your answers to us
Yes.
because, yeah, we are running out of time already. So let's
Yeah,
have
I will
number
reveal
1.
the answers later.
Yes, the sun blank energy for a million of years produces, has been producing, or had produced. Number 2, my bodyguard blank me now. So had been watching, watch is watching. 3, Bella blank that movie before. Will see is seeing, has seen. And
Good,
4,
Martina.
yes, you have there. Oh, they have answers already.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check the answers. And 4, are you all right? You blank nervous and restless. Had been looking, look, or had looked. And 5, the patient black the medicine before he slipped. Had taken, was taking, or took. Okay, they have answered.
Yes, let's reveal the answer now, Johnny. Are you ready?
Yes. Okay, just keep on answering, Churis.
Yes, ready? Are you ready
Yeah,
now?
we can check your answers later. Yes,
Okay,
go to
let's
Remy.
reveal. Yeah, there you go. Has been producing, is watching, has seen, look, and had taken. Very
All
good. Now
right.
let's go to the next one. Now this time we are going to identify the aspect in each highlighted verb.
Tutor
That's
Emmy, I think we just have to wrap up
okay. So
for
well,
already time. Yes. So one activity just enough for them. So let's have the
no,
wrap up
I think it's already
time.
time.
Yes. Don't worry, Chudis. We are still going to. Yes, you can flash now the activities.
Yeah, they can.
And
Choro Johnny, they can still watch this one on TV, ETUlay
yes,
TV.
of
So they would be
course. You
able
can watch
to,
it.
yes, get the correct answers and also be able to learn more about verb aspect. So we have, let's wrap up. Please read, Choro Johnny.
So verbs express action. They also give an idea about the time by which the action takes place. You have present, past, and future. Yes,
Yes.
that's the time being.
And we also have the 4 different verb aspects.
Yes,
you
you
go
have
there.
there, you can see simple,
Simple,
progressive, perfect, and perfect
perfect,
progressive.
progressive. Yes, yes.
So thank you for today. Wow, such a
Congratulations.
wonderful
Well
lesson,
done.
Tutor Emmy. Yes, I know they have learned so much for today from the time being up to the tenses of the verb. Yes, thank you so much, dear tuties, and well done for today. You can have the feedback form for today's session, and also this is your tutor Joni. Thank you, dear parents, pupils, friends, for being with us here today. Keep watching. We are live at DepEd EdTech Unit and DepEd Tayo and DepEd Educational Technology Unit, DepEd TV. And this is your tutor Joni.
And this is your tutor Emmy saying thank you. See you
Yes,
next
thank you so
time.
much. See you next time, same time, 3:44:20. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!